Welcome back to the Drain Plug Podcast. This episode is sponsored by TBNation.net. Visit TBNation.net for all your John boat needs, dry hatches, EVA foam, all the cool things that we got over there, lithium batteries, electric outboards, all the good stuff.
All the things.
Today we have a guest, Carl from NOE. Is it NOE? I always forget every time.
NOE.
I'm just going to go with NOE.
NOE Outdoors.
It's pronounced NOE Outdoors.
NOE Outdoors.
NOE Outdoors.
We're trying something a little bit new this time, aside from the bourbon.
Yeah, we got a new bourbon. But all right, so Carl, you're running this live on what channel? On your TikTok?
Yeah, it's on our TikTok channel, NOE Outdoors.
Okay. So he's running it live on a camera or a phone over there while we're doing this. And then we're going to see how this goes. And we might do this in the future on our channel. I don't know if it'll work or not.
We're going to see how this one goes.
So we're going to talk first, and then once we get to a little bit of a stopping point, then we will start taking some questions from the live if anybody has any. And our bourbon for tonight, we picked up a Frey Ranch. Ryan's been wanting to try this for a while. He's super excited.
I am.
I wasn't excited until we watched the YouTube video all about Frey Ranch, and now I'm excited.
Yeah.
So what we got is the Farm Strength Uncut Straight Bourbon. This one is 121 proof, 60.88% alcohol. Now, if you don't know, and I know now, but I didn't know then, I know now that Frey Ranch is actually a really cool place in Nevada. They make all their own grains. They do it all on the farm where they distill it at, and then they recycle everything that they distill. All the grain gets fed to livestock. All the water that they use in the distilling process goes back out into the field for irrigation.
Oh, wow.
It's a super cool process. So
Very cool.
I'm excited about this. While we're doing this, Carl, why are you here?
I'm here mostly to hang out with y'all. And to try your free bourbon. But no, I'm here to talk about anything I want to talk about with the anything fishing, anything boat related, and especially the show.
So pump the brakes. You've been here before, but not everybody's probably heard you because the podcast is kind of growing. But you run the NOE Expo. Yep. NOE Expo. We call it NOE. Or everybody calls it NOE
everybody
except
does.
you.
Yep.
So you run the Expo, and previously it's always been in Cartersville. But things are growing. You're expanding. This year we're going to be, and we just got back from Cartersville, which we'll talk about in a minute. But you started out in Cartersville. Now we're going to somewhere in South Carolina. Where are we going?
We're going to Greenville, South Carolina. So
Okay.
Greenville, South Carolina.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
That is what weekend?
That is February 28th through March 2nd.
Okay, so that's coming up.
Oh, yeah.
We got 2 weeks. T-minus 2 weeks for another show.
Well, as of the recording of this.
As of the recording of this.
Yeah.
So we just got back from a weekend in Cartersville.
Mm-hmm.
How did the show go for you?
Well, this year we had record numbers of attendees, so let me get this a little closer.
Yeah,
that good?
You gotta kind of deep throat it a little bit. You got to get up in there.
Okay, here I am. So we actually had record numbers of people, and I appreciate everybody that came out, and it was a good show for us. It really was. So Sunday was like really steady.
Yeah,
like all day. So.
Typically, so like from our experience previously in shows, on Sundays it's like dead in the mornings, nobody's there, and then we start getting some trickles in around like a little bit before lunch, and then right after the church is over, the church crowd shows up, and it's like super busy after that. So
and then there's really another right after the weigh-ins. I've always noticed.
Yeah,
exactly.
There's a big rush of people.
You know, one thing I like about the weigh-ins is how all vendors like to pack up, regardless of how good the show is. Yeah. They like to start packing up, but we had that rush of people, and it kind of slows that stuff down a little bit.
See, that's one of the cool things I like about your show. Is that I've never been to a fishing show where they did a live weigh-in at the show.
Yeah.
Like it's something, even though we were busy, we didn't get to go outside and watch it, and I wouldn't have anyways because it was really cold.
Yeah, that wind was awful.
But like you broadcast it live inside the show for people to watch, and that's something cool that you don't get to see everywhere. So
yeah. Let me ask you something. I'm not in there. Is there audio? Did they have the audio?
Yeah, and actually, we could hear it, and even there were people coming around making sure that we could hear it.
Yes.
They're like, can you guys hear it? If not, I'll go turn it up. We're like, oh, we can hear it, yeah.
Oh, yeah. They got some great staff over there at that building.
Yeah.
They really do.
It was funny because, like, you could see the people when they were coming in the door. They're like, oh, look, I got swim baits over here and worms over here and little doodads over here. And then they get closer to the back and they start looking up every couple of seconds. And then by the time they get to the very back, they're like, oh, they're doing a weigh-in.
So they're watching it.
Oh, yeah.
So I saw people like just staring up at the screen, and I'm like, "Hey, you know that's outside, right?" And they're like, "They're doing it right here, right now." I'm like, "Yeah, right now, it's going
That's
on.
funny.
Go outside,
That's
go watch it." And
funny.
they're like, "No, it's cold. I'm gonna stay in here."
Yeah, I should have watched it in there. So it was cold out there, but no, it was good. We had some monster weights. Actually, we had a lot of record-breaking stuff. I mean, record-breaking weights. We had a record-breaking big fish, 1154.
Yeah, I was about to say I heard
That was
about
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
There were people talking about it in the show, and I was like, "Nah, that didn't happen. Not from Altoona."
well, there's a guy at the second big fish was I think 996.
Oh man,
So-
even that's impressive.
Oh my god, all day. He's like, "Oh, I got big fish.
Yeah.
I had big
Yeah.
fish," and then you get
Poor
beat
guy.
up. Oh, my
Oh,
God.
11 pounder.
Yeah, 11.
What was the
11.54.
winning bag? 39 something pounds.
37 and some change. Dang, so
That's a lot.
dude. Last year we had a record breaking 35. Now this year 37. So
That's
Nope.
more than all the
That's
fish
pretty cool.
y'all weigh in together at y'all's
We're
fishing
not
tournament.
talking about us, okay? We're talking about the show.
we're talking about that tournament at the show, but Ryan had a tournament too.
Yeah, Ryan
No.
left me on Saturday to go to his
Son of a
tournament.
gun. All right.
How'd it go,
Yeah, let's
Ryan?
hear it.
Tell everybody.
First of all, weather was terrible.
That's why I was at the show.
We caught one fish. That's about the end of that. Let's proceed.
One fish. Well, you can tell us what you caught it on. It wouldn't matter. Go ahead. You only caught one.
I was a Demiki rig, but I forget. I think it was the
Oh, what?
what? What are you whatting about? You never heard?
What kind of rig is it?
It's
It's got to be a catfish. rig,
yeah,
right?
I know. It's,
What do y'all even use?
What catfish?
you see that
Yeah.
baseball bat up there?
What
That's
y'all,
what they
we use what y'all weigh in.
Yeah, that's what he uses.
When they go belly up,
Uh,
we put them in the freezer.
well, I want to thank Brady for the gifts on TikTok.
Okay.
So, okay.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Kyle.
Kyle's watching. Okay.
Kyle's in the house.
Oh,
Dude, I got rid of
I
TikTok.
hope this ain't messing up the podcast.
No, this is
great.
perfect.
We never done. We want to see how this goes because we talked about doing them live before, like where we record it,
Yeah.
so that we can have the audio version to post to like
Oh,
Spotify. And
are you gonna
all
let us
that
use
stuff.
this? Dude, it actually looks really good.
Yeah, it does look really good.
What's up?
Oh, I can download TikTok now.
Look at you on the camera. That was Easton, everybody. If you never met him, that's Easton. He's behind the scenes.
What's up, Easton?
You can see why when you see him there.
See, we've talked about doing this before,
Yeah.
like doing a live, whether
Yeah.
it be on YouTube or Facebook or TikTok. We just never tried it before because it's usually just me and him. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
this will be interesting to see how this works out.
I need to get back in the groove of TikTok too. When they banned it, I deleted it.
Well,
and they
you got to
couldn't
get back in the
reload it.
groove of podcasting too because you,
Yeah.
you took like a while off.
Yeah, that too.
Well, really, we have to. It's so hard to stay consistent on a podcast.
Yeah.
It really is. And a lot of people, you might think we make hundreds of thousands of dollars doing this,
Yeah.
but we don't. So we make.
We really don't. We make zero.
If you change
$0.
make with spend,
Yeah.
then yes.
Oh yeah. We do that. Now we spend some money, so
Now, all right. So back to the show real quick.
Mhm.
I know you had a lot of returning people because we saw a lot of people that we've seen at previous shows. But did you
Yeah.
have anybody new that was at this show that hadn't been there previously?
Oh, like vendors.
yeah, new
Oh,
vendors.
yeah. Yes, actually, we did. We had Sneed Fishing there. He had a lot of custom soft plastics. I mean, like a layout. Did you go in
Yeah.
that back room and check that out?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
He was by the filter, live well filter
Mm-hmm.
guy.
Yep.
Those were pretty cool. I'd never seen those before.
Yeah, he was there. Let's see who else. Let's see. There's quite a few new companies.
In that hallway, I felt like a lot
Oh
of
my
those
God.
people were new.
They were.
The guy that does the little pay lake, he was new. I'd never seen him
Yeah,
before.
he is new. Yeah,
I
and
can't remember what his name is. He was super nice, so I did talk to him for a few minutes.
it's so hard to.
I got his
remember
card.
names. Good. They actually came up to me. Him and another guy. We had a brim tournament a while back,
Yeah.
and they asked me about getting a series going. And now,
Really?
yeah, no, we're stepping back from tournaments, so
Yeah.
it's actually the first time I said it on social media or any kind of thing like that.
Publicly.
Yeah, publicly.
Yeah.
So but
They're
yeah,
a lot.
They are. They're a lot for. We just feel like we need to just make another move,
Right.
and I love them. I love doing tournaments, and we're not saying we won't do one here and there, but I might continue on with that brim tournament. I might do that somewhat. here
Okay,
and
so
there.
how does a brim tournament work?
Well, you go out there and you catch them, you weigh them in.
I mean, like you 5, 7, 10.
So we do 5.
You do 5.
Yeah, it took us like I want to say it was almost 9 pounds won at Five Fish our last week.
Really? Wow.
That
and
actually
it can be
sounds
any
really
kind of
interesting.
sunfish,
Yeah.
right? So
Any
it
kind of
it can be
sunfish,
shell
yeah.
cracker, bluegill,
And that's what won it
pumpkin
was shell
seed.
crackers.
Really?
Mhm.
Well, yeah, they usually get a little
Yeah.
bit broader.
So, and we do it during the spawn, and
How many people came in to fish that?
I think we had. And you don't get. It's nothing like the bass tournaments. You know how you could put a bass tournament on 50 boats, no problem. I think we had 11 boats or something like that.
That's still not bad.
Dude.
I didn't even think you'd have that many.
Yeah.
I wish I'd have known about it.
That's something you might be able to win,
You
right?
got to follow us on Facebook. Oh, dang, man. Well, I mean it's live bait. You know, I catch most
Okay.
of mine on just a regular worm.
Right.
Nightcrawler,
Mhm.
or red wiggler.
Red Wiggler's what I
Yep.
use. So, but it was a lot of fun. We got second place in that.
That's the best eating
So-
fish in the lake right there,
Mhm.
besides catfish and gar.
I've never ate gar.
Dude, you're missing. I'll take you bow fishing this summer, and you can eat gar.
Okay, I'll try it.
It's good.
Easton, you gonna try it? What,
It's
you-
good.
Have you
It's
tried
good.
gar?
Me, no.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
take him
no.
out too.
I
Maybe
guess
some
I'm
gar
going to.
nuggets or something.
I don't know. Well, I did get him. I did get him a little experience in Diddy polling last year. He had
Oh.
never done that. I took
That was
him out
so
this
fun.
summer. I told you it was fun.
Was it?
Yeah, we were back there because I had to make some new poles that I hadn't had in a while. We were back there cutting up PVC pipe and tying all the lines on it. He was looking at me the whole time. He's like, "Dude, what the hell are we doing? Like, what are we doing?" So we took it. We took him out to the Yellow River and caught a couple catfish. He had a good time.
Well, we appreciate all y'all and our 6 watchers right now. So
Yeah.
thank y'all.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is actually kind of fun just to have that live going on. But,
Yeah,
It really is.
we don't do it on ours either. We had another guy. Hey, what's up, man?
So,
Yeah.
question for you with the upcoming show: what made you decide to do South Carolina?
Well, South Carolina had the record for attendance for the Bassmaster Classic.
Really?
And I think Knoxville has it now again. But
Yeah.
and that area just needs it. There's a lot going on in that area.
People
And,
fish there.
Oh yeah, they do. So,
Yeah, we know that. We have a lot of customers in South Carolina.
Do you?
Yeah,
And
and,
that's what-
North Carolina.
and that's what I hear from a lot of vendors. They have a lot of customers there. So I was like, you know what? If they're there, why don't we go to them?
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to do.
Very smart.
That's cool. The show that you had in Cartersville. Any? Do we have any funny, crazy moments? There's usually always
Yeah.
something crazy that happens at every show we go to.
Yeah. Well, the first thing I had somebody come in and say, "Hey, there's some people selling puppies in the parking lot."
Really?
That's a
Yeah,
great place to do it.
Yeah, I know. So I
Well,
was like,
for, what kind of puppies were they?
Well, actually, went out there and how they got this confused from crankbaits to puppies because that's what it was. It was all tackle and crankbaits. So, and I just told the guy, hey, our insurance don't cover people outside like that.
Yeah.
Like people trying to sell. So
Yeah.
I just let them know hey, you can't do that here. I kind of hated it. If I had space, I'd let them come in and sell there.
Yeah.
But we didn't have space for that. So we were full down that hallway. And
Yeah,
everything.
that
the
hallway
whole
was
place
packed.
was full. So,
Yeah.
but
It was so you opened up like the back room and then the back hallway, like going towards the other side of the building, and I was crazy how packed it was in there.
it was really, I've been holding off on doing that for
Yeah.
like quite a few years. I've been holding off, and I was like, you know what? Let's test it out and see how it goes. It wasn't bad, but it's just something always about the back room, the other room, as
Yeah.
a vendor, So
Yeah.
1,000 likes. I thought we had 6 people watching. How we get
We've been in
1,000
here
likes?
15 minutes.
keep liking it, guys.
Yeah, keep
So,
liking it.
Yeah, we got 1,200 likes right here.
Oh wow, that's
So-
awesome. Okay, cool.
Yeah, those 7 are really pounding that heart button, and we appreciate that. We really do.
So, do we have some new vendors coming to the South Carolina show that are not normally at the Cartersville show? Do you
Yeah.
get some local South Carolina
So,
companies?
well, FX Rods.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know them.
Old Bob.
Yeah, Powerhouse Lithium's coming. So
Yeah.
what's
Old
that?
Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Bob and Bob. Yeah.
So
Bob.
we had our Powerhouse lithium batteries for sale at the Cartersville show, but we will
Mhm.
not be bringing them to South Carolina since Powerhouse is going to be there.
Yeah, they're
they'll-
they're going to be there.
Yeah,
so-
they're going to be there. They're going to have their
Yeah.
batteries, so we're not gonna step on their toes.
and you're not going to be far from them either. So
Yeah.
you're only a couple of spots from them.
And you'll be able to check out the Powerhouse Lithium Phoenix boat, which
Oh, wait. If we're going to be close to Bob, we need to get some of those guns with the splatter guns or whatever. And
oh no, we need to get some more. All right, so this is another funny thing that happened at the show.
Are you about to say the?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
yeah, I'll try
was
to bring that up. Go
One of the things that some of the vendors like to do is we prank each other and play around. So there was a couple of different groups around us. There was Mandingo Baits and Elite Glow, And who else was right there with us?
Joe's.
Oh yeah, Joe's
Joe's.
rods.
Yeah.
So
Oh, God.
somebody came in with these little rubber chickens that you could put on the end of your finger, and like they were almost like slingshots. You could just sling them across the room. So
were.
all day long, we're like sitting there trying to talk to customers, and people come walking in the door, and you just see these little small chickens just flying through the air, going in different directions.
That was funny. Yeah, I know who brought those, and I'm sure he's going to be bringing them to South Carolina. So.
Good. I might have my own. I might bring something different.
Yeah, get them. So Lexi just said on here, HK Lures. Yes, they're going to be there. So looking forward to that. But yeah, who else is
One of the guys, this is a little side story here, but so the first day we were at the show, a guy comes walking up to me and he's like, dude, you wore my shirt in one of your podcasts. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he's like, I'm the guy that owns Twitch Paws.
Oh, Ryan. Yeah.
Yeah.
That dude's awesome.
So I met him at another show down in South Georgia last year, and I bought one of his shirts. And it was a funny story. I was making fun of him because I was like, I don't buy bass fishing shirts. That's lame. And he was like, no, I'm not a bass fisherman. I'm an inshore fisherman. I was like, okay, I'll buy one of your shirts, and that's fine. But anyway, so I completely forgot about it, and I wore one of his shirts during the podcast. And I was like, hey, man, this guy's really cool. I like his stuff. And I gave him a little shout out in the podcast.
Yeah.
I didn't think nothing of it after that. Apparently, he had tried to reach out to me. And I guess an email gets clogged up or whatever. And so he found me at the show. And I was like, oh, cool, man. Glad to see you. And he's like, I got a booth here. I'm like, oh,
yeah, he has
okay.
a booth, yeah.
Well, I guess I'm going to buy more shirts. So,
Well, he has cool stuff. And he's going to be at the South Carolina show also.
yeah.
Bigger booth.
Really, really cool guy.
Yeah,
He's going to be
cool.
sponsoring the podcast and sponsoring some of our YouTube stuff. So
Oh, nice.
we'll have an affiliate code set up with them. So our listeners that want to, they can get a little coupon code to get. He's got some really nice clothes.
Yeah, he really does.
We
Cool
all
hat.
bought
We
stuff
all
from
bought
him.
stuff
Yeah.
while we were
Yeah.
there. And then Caleb bought the same shirt that I had.
Well-
So now I got to make sure that he's not wearing it on the same day so we don't look stupid.
Yeah. I mean, that you got to take that up with him.
Yeah.
He's your little mini me. So
Yeah. That's another thing about these shows. Like you think you're going for fishing stuff. I wound up buying more clothes while I was there than I did fishing stuff.
Oh,
But I
yeah.
I got a ATX hat. I got a hoodie. I got some Twitch Paws stuff. I think Caleb got another Elite Glow shirt. We had a bunch of stuff. I always load up on clothes while I'm there.
Yeah, everybody seems that they always have a hat or something.
Yeah.
You know? So, I mean, that's a good thing to sell in your booth. So.
Yeah, it was great. And who was the company that was in, like, when you walk in the room and very first booth to the right, they had a big clothing setup?
Oh, well, okay.
I can't remember their
To the
names.
right.
It was a big outfitter.
Oh, Farley?
Yes.
Outdoors? Yeah.
They had some great deals on hoodies and
AFCO?
stuff, the AFCO
Yeah.
stuff.
Absolutely. They really do.
I should have went over and got him. He was doing like 20% off or something.
Yeah, it was
there at
crazy.
Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost bought one.
So, well, guess what? You can see him in South Carolina.
Are they
Okay,
going to be there?
sweet.
Yeah, he's going to be there.
Okay, I'm going to leave
Yeah.
my wallet at home.
no, break it. No, Jerome needs it. So he wants to make all the money he can at these shows. So you need to bring all that stuff. He really does got some good deal on that.
Yeah, he does.
I was getting like the Reaper jacket for like, I want to say like $95. something
Well,
like
I was over there looking at all the deals and I had to walk away. I was like, I'm going to spend every
Yeah.
dime I
I
got.
think the one I was looking at was like 90, and then he was going to give me 20% off on that.
Yeah.
that. Oh, wow, yeah.
There was some great deals
And
there.
I just never went back over there.
There's some really good deals.
Dang. Well, you got another chance.
Yeah.
So you-
I'll
I
get
said
it
it was
back up.
HK's crankbaits.
I seen that. Yeah, so thanks, Lex.
Yeah. And then we'll have some of our local guy, Woods Creek Lures. We'll have some of his custom lures there too. We brought them up to the show, but so that's the thing is we don't really sell anything. We're there more just to show what we do and
Yeah.
kind of
Get our name out.
Yeah. And we met a lot of fans, a lot of YouTube fans while we were there. So that's more while we're there. We're not really there to sell a lot of stuff, but
Yeah.
we'll definitely have those up there. But like the other stuff that we sell in our store, we're not going to bring because those people are going to be there. Like ATX is going to be there. Spot Joker's going to be there. Powerhouse is going to be there.
Yeah, Kyle, he'd definitely be there.
He better be.
Oh, yeah. He goes everywhere. He goes to a lot of shows.
Yeah.
So,
He does.
He does.
Well, I got to go play in his fish tank. That's my favorite part.
Yeah.
Every time the show slows down a little, I go over there and I play in a little fish tank with little
Crappy
jigs.
jigs. So,
It's
nah,
mesmerizing.
yeah, really. I mean, we're gonna have a lot of stuff. We're gonna do our same thing we do as Carsville. The first 200 Saturday and Sunday get free fishing gear,
Yeah.
and a rod giveaway every hour.
Okay.
So,
And that's a real thing. Like every hour they're calling out a new, hey, you won a new rod?
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, we
Yeah.
gave out. We want to give them away. I
Right.
mean, we want to. So we mix it up, but we try to draw off the top. People are just going to be there. We
Yeah.
want to give them away.
That's cool.
And we give a lot of stuff. The vendors give a lot of stuff to
Yeah.
give away. So we do that as well. You guys are giving away a free boat this year.
What?
So
Wait,
yeah,
you're not?
the one in
No?
your yard.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, can we talk about that?
Yeah, go
Are we
ahead.
allowed
Let's
to talk
do it.
about it?
Yeah,
All right,
do it.
I want to hear the whole story from beginning to end of what happened to your poor Vexus.
Okay, so I have a brand new. Well, it's still
Had.
brand new. It's just
Had.
beat up.
Everything's going to be past tense now.
Yeah, I had a brand new Vexus. It was a center console, aluminum boat. It was actually, I mean, honestly, it was the perfect boat for me. It was the boat I wanted. It was the boat I've been looking for. Found it 2 years ago, and I finally said, you know what, it's time for me to buy it.
Yeah.
Because I'm a John boat guy. You know, that's what I like.
Was it
to
a
have.
20-footer?
21.
She said,
Yeah.
say the boat's name. What did you name the boat?
No, I didn't name it. No, I didn't name it anything.
What did you? What is the boat's name?
Lexi named this boat, and she I can't even say it.
Yes, you can.
So it is. She named it. Her name's. I don't even want to say this name,
You
but
can
I
say
will.
it.
I will. She named it Vexy. Since her name is Lexi, the boat is Vex's.
Lexi and Vexy.
Yeah, old Vexy.
I like
She
it.
did.
Nice round to
I like
it.
it.
I kind of
So-
like it.
I like it.
And it's
Yeah.
sad because I love that boat.
Oh
It's
man,
gone.
we just worked on it. We just
Okay, all right, go finish telling the story before I get all teary eyed.
So I was heading to the lake to get a quick picture and try out that trolling motor we just put on.
Yeah,
Get a quick picture of the front of the boat, like on the deck with the motor down, the trolling motor down.
yeah.
With the just with the Garmin live scope and everything. For a banner. Anyway, going down the road, guy runs through a stop sign, didn't even like acknowledge my existence and just did not stop. I laid on the horn and went into the oncoming traffic. Nobody was coming. But I went into that lane, just couldn't do it fast enough. He hit the boat, it flipped over about 2.5 times, totaled. So and now it's sitting in my driveway and I walk outside and see it every day.
Yeah.
Until the
So
insurance.
sad.
God, it's awful. And also, if you want to see the video of it, I actually went to the convenience store.
Which is quite amazing, by the way.
I mean, it was at the very top of the
Yeah.
video, but still was able to get something, which is pretty cool. So
Yeah,
that's wild.
it's on my Facebook page, and we outdoors. Go check that out. So
That is wild.
yeah.
Well, it sucks because like you've been busy, we've been busy, and you've been
Mhm.
telling me about the boat, and I've been wanting to see it because I like Vexus boats. It's one of the very few bass boaty companies that I actually like.
Yeah.
Even though yours is not really a bass boat, it's like an all around boat.
it really is.
It was
It's a big center console. T top, gorgeous. Anyway, so we finally got together, and you brought that brand new Garmin Kraken, brand spanking new. We opened it up. We did because we never done the new install where you do the live scope wire through the shaft of
Yeah.
the Kraken. We were up here late one night. We filmed it, made a video on it, the whole 9 yards. Then a couple days later, I get a phone call. You ain't gonna believe what happened. Oh my God, not that boat.
Yeah,
It was a
man.
beautiful boat.
I don't have to send you a before and after picture. Because it really was to me. It was the perfect boat.
It
It
was
really was.
it
That's
was
why I
awesome.
bought
It
And
was
then
an
it-
awesome boat.
Whatever wasn't perfect, I made it perfect. So, but,
So it's total. Trailer's totaled.
mhm.
It's bad.
It's
It's
gone.
all- yeah, it's
Yeah,
gone.
it's bad.
So, yeah, rollovers are not good for boats.
No.
So,
Well, you got
Especially-
to
yeah.
shiny side up. Keep it between the dishes.
yeah,
Yeah.
I tried, and if he would have put it on the brake, you can watch in the video. He doesn't even stop.
No,
like
you don't.
But if he just tapped the brake a little bit, the fender hit his front end, like his front fender
Just
right there, at the
caught
front
it.
bumper. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that just boom, boom, boom. And but if he would have just stopped, so hit anything, paid attention to me at all, it would probably been okay. So,
Golly.
but it was a fun ride. It yanked my truck backwards. It came off the truck.
Did your truck's okay?
It ripped a hole in my bumper. Messed up the wrap on the truck.
Mm.
So we're gonna be getting a new wrap.
No.
So that's nice.
The what happened to his car?
Oh, it ripped the front end off of it pretty much. I mean, all
Yeah.
the front bumper, the front fender,
Oh.
busted his ripped his tire off. I mean,
Holy cow!
Yeah, I mean, it did some damage. He had to be towed out of there also.
Mm.
You should have seen it. I gotta let you see the video. Did you see the video?
I don't
of the
think
boat
I
actually
saw it.
turning over?
No, I haven't
Oh
seen
man, yeah, it's nasty.
Yeah,
Just
it's hard
hearing
to
it,
watch. Yeah,
It's hard to hear.
Yeah.
So when
it.
you
Oh,
hear
you
that,
can hear it too.
yeah. So you
Oh,
can hear
wow.
whenever no, not on that video from the convenience store, but no, I videoed the when the tow company was there,
Oh,
flip it back over.
yeah.
Oh
and it
yeah,
landing back
you did
down.
send me that video when they flipped it
Oh,
back
yeah.
over.
Oh,
Gosh, that was horrible.
Yeah.
That was heartbreaking.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
nasty.
This has gotten really depressing. Let's talk about something else.
Yeah.
This makes me sad. NOE, to us is growing,
The world.
and there's a potential for maybe another state that's going to get an NOE show.
Oh yeah.
Tell us about that.
Super excited, and it's definitely happening.
It's definitely happening. So it's not a
Yeah,
it's not a maybe.
The building's booked.
Oh, all right.
Oh, it's
Spill
in.
the beans. We
Okay.
want to hear all about it.
So January 15th through the 17th, now, it is a little long away. So of 27, Pensacola, Florida.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Get a little bit of some of that inshore.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's gonna be nice.
What's the weather going to be like in
Who
January?
cares?
down there?
It's Florida.
It should be super awesome, though, right?
It's either that or it's going to be 7 foot of snow.
Oh, yeah. That's when I went down there during the snow.
During the snow
Really?
storm.
That's when I went down there to book the building.
Oh,
So we
man.
did tours and everything. We stayed at the Pensacola Beach Resort Hotel. It's got a ramp going up to the hotel, and I had to put the truck in 4-wheel drive to get there to check in. And when
Really?
the next day was in the parking garage pulling out. I tried to go out in 2-wheel drive, but I had to put it in 4-wheel drive to get out of the parking garage in Pensacola. So
That's so
crazy.
wild.
yeah, it was pretty cool to see. I mean, we were literally having snowball fights on the beach. So we really
That's
were.
awesome.
So me and Lexi it was a lot of fun.
So what made you pick Pensacola? You just,
There's
did you just
actually-
throw a dart at a map and like, that place looks good right there.
There,
Carl's
yeah.
like, Carl's not far away from just moving down to Florida.
Oh, yeah,
anyways,
no,
it sounds
yeah.
like.
We're on our way. We're hoping the next 5-7 years we'll be down there.
Yeah.
So-
I love
and we're
Florida.
still going to be doing the Cartersville show, this South Carolina show. We're
So
still
you'll
gonna
be
do that.
around.
Yeah. But what made me pick that spot is one, I love inshore fishing. I
Yeah.
love saltwater fishing.
Yeah.
I love everything down there, and there's no like real fishing expos down there. I mean, ICAST doesn't count. That doesn't count.
That place is
Yeah, that's a
Wow.
totally different level of stuff.
wild.
But I was like, you know what? Let's look at doing one down there. And then I went to Jacksonville, Florida, because I was like, I don't want
Alexi
to-
said she's ready to be a snowbird.
yeah, she
You need to
is.
get on it.
Yeah, I'm ready to go down there as soon as this South Carolina show's over. We're heading down there. Well, me and East
Just
can
make sure you have a
take-
spare bedroom so I got a place to stay when I come down there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because I don't like Georgia in the wintertime.
Me either. So I went to Jacksonville because I was like, okay, we can have a show on St. Johns River. So there's a nice building right there on the river, and I was like, we do that. I can bring some of the vendors down
Yeah.
that I already have. Don't feel like I'm starting over.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, they were like, I don't know if I want to drive that far. I was like, hey, no big deal. It's not where I want to be anyway. I want to be in the Panhandle side of things. So
Right.
I stepped back for a little bit. And Pensacola is a central area. I mean, it's an hour from Destin. I mean, think about all this Navarre, all that stuff, all the way down the line to Destin, Panama.
Not far from Gulf Shores.
Exactly. I mean, the other way is Gulf
Okaloosa
Shores.
Island.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, really, Orange Beach. I mean, all that stuff is.
Yep.
Yeah. So I was like, that's the perfect spot. You know?
Heck, even like South Alabama. You
Yeah.
can come all the way from Mobile over there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really not that far of a
Milton's
drive.
a big area, in
You could
Florida.
probably
It's right
drive from
there.
Auburn.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, it's what, like an hour and a half? Maybe a little more from Auburn?
I know from Valdosta down to Mexico Beach is still like 3 hours.
Oh, is it
still
really
not
that
bad.
far?
Yeah.
Mexico Beach. Yeah.
I mean, you can make a day out of that. Get up early in the morning, drive,
Yeah.
stop and get breakfast, go to the show, and then
I mean, I do it
Come
when I
back
go to
home.
other shows. I drive 3 hours and go back. Come
Yeah.
back home. I do
That's
it.
true, actually.
Yeah.
So, have you had any Florida-based vendors that don't normally come to either the Cartersville show reach out yet, or is
Yeah,
it still
actually,
kind of early?
It is early. We only put it on the website. It's coming soon.
Yeah.
And so it's not out like on our social media right
Yeah.
now. But yeah, we've had this one cool company. They make fishing golf carts
What
to ride on the beach for fishing.
for surf fishing?
Yeah.
That's
So
pretty,
I mean, I
that
don't know
was
what
a thing.
beaches allow it, but that's pretty cool. You
Do
know?
they need lithium batteries?
Yeah, powerhouse. So absolutely.
That's
But,
pretty awesome.
No, but so what shocked me about it is whenever I put, I kind of said, something to some of the vendors, that
Yeah.
I know will like it. Lurch's Lures, Randy. I knew he would
Yeah.
like it because he fishes back. He's a jet ski guy though.
Yeah.
He fishes on jet ski, and but I said to him, he's like, "Oh, we're in." And then I told another guy, Ryan,
Yeah, yeah.
TTP, Twitch Pause. I told him, he's like, "Oh no, I'm in. I'm
Yeah.
in." Then I talked to
That's his people down there.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. And then like Sharp Hook Lures, which would be he's at the Carswell show and at the Greenville show, but he's like, I live in Pensacola, so he's
Yeah.
in. And I was like, wait a minute, man, why did like I have a ton of people want to come down here already,
Yeah,
and I was
we're
like,
going.
man, Yeah, well, they didn't want to go to Jacksonville, but when I say Pensacola, I guess that clear water and pretty sand.
It's really not a bad drive for us.
No.
Or even in North Georgia, it's not that bad.
It takes me 5.5 hours.
Pensacola's, 5.5 hours from here. It's really not that bad.
It's not at all. So now I'm looking forward to getting some saltwater stuff in.
Yeah.
I was getting worried, like, heck, I'm going to have to tell some of these people. Unfortunately, no. I'm trying to get some saltwater stuff. I can fill the building with people saying yes in our area.
I know. You can get all your bass folks guys down there. And
Yeah.
Well, we'll have our saltwater skiff done by then because that's our. So right now we're building a duck boat project. So we have a duck boat kit to sell on the website. But our next one after that is a inshore saltwater skiff boat that we're going to be. It's like a John boat to saltwater skiff because we've had so much requests for it and people want it. So that's going to be our next kit we're building. So we'll probably have one of those down there.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
People will love that.
Yeah. So you guys will definitely be there.
Let's do that. Let's say that right now. That's going to be our goal is to have that skiff ready for that show to take down.
Well, we'll probably have multiple skiffs done by then.
That's true.
So the first one that we're building
is
is a budget one. It's going to be aluminum frame with wood decking and plastic hatches. And then after that, I plan on building like an all out, like for us to use a really nice saltwater aluminum skiff. So,
dude, I could get involved with that.
It's fun ish.
What motor are you going to put on it?
I don't know. We got a 42 stroke back there that we might
40,
throw on there.
90, a 50.
Yeah, we got a bunch
of stuff laying around back there.
We might
none of it's new, by the way.
No,
it's
all old stuff. We might find something specific for that boat. Just depends on what. We'll probably do something bigger, like a 1648 or something. But the first one, the smaller one's going to be the budget one's going to be a 1436 because that seems to be the largest, most available boat that most of our customers can get a hold of is 1436. So,
really?
Yeah.
Well,
they're cheap. They're easy to find. They're still truck beddable.
Exactly.
Once you get over, 36 inches wide, you can't always fit them in truck bed. So
yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, you can haul it around pretty easy. So 14 foot still sticking out there, but
yeah, you just put a flag on the end of that.
What is a glitter badge?
I don't know.
Is that like a TikTok thing?
Yeah, but we're getting them, ain't we?
Do you know what a glitter badge is, youngin' over there? Huh? Oh, gifter. I thought it said glitter. I can't read. I'm old. You know who C-Mix is?
Oh, heck yeah. Carlos, Rod Benders. So if you guys looking for a bass club, that's the guy to get with.
Okay, so they were there.
Yeah.
And that guy that's got the TikTok channel that's really popular.
Yeah.
Bass and Bougie or whatever.
Yeah,
he was there.
Yeah.
But he was surrounded by people the entire time. Like, because I wanted to go over and just say, hey, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
I love watching his YouTube channel. Him and his wife are hilarious. But I wanted to go introduce myself and just say hello. But literally every time he was anywhere near us, he was surrounded by people.
Oh, yeah. People like to talk to him. So
yeah, well, he's a funny guy.
And, you should get somebody like Carlos and him on here, actually.
Yeah, I'd love to. Well, we told them, because some of the other guys from their club came by and we told them about the giveaway. Which we're just gonna have a discussion about this right now. We're just gonna get this out in the open. So we had this genius idea. We had a meeting a week before we went to the show, and we were like, "What can we do?" And we talked about gift cards as doing the giveaway, or we had one auto boat. There was one auto boat left in the whole U.S. And we were like, you know what? I think people would really like to have a chance to win the auto boat.
Mm-hmm.
I had to chase people down and beg them like a Jehovah's Witness to enter our giveaway for that auto boat. Out of the 9,000 people that showed up to the show, we had 250 sign up, and I had to work for those 250. I never thought that giving crap away would be so difficult.
What do they think? You're not going to give it away?
No,
I don't
Chris
know.
was going up. Chris said, "We're giving away this trolling motor. Sign up for it." And everyone's like, "Bro, I got a trolling motor. I don't need no trolling motor." They didn't even see the auto boat on it. I'm like,
nobody
Chris,
knows
you're
what
doing
an
it
auto
wrong.
boat is. So if I walk up and say, "Hey, we're giving away an
gotta,
auto boat,"
you
they
got to
might
tell
run
people
away.
that it's the auto boat and what it
I
is.
said it had spot lock. I'm like, it's got the fancy stuff on it. I figured that would make people no. So I figured out what the key is.
What is it?
I don't know if we're going to do this again or not because it kind of bummed me out that I couldn't get anybody to sign up. But the key is to find children that have cell phones and don't even talk to the parents. Just go straight to the kid and be like, "Hey, you want a free trolling motor?"
This sounds like someone cuts this right and you're going to jail, dude.
I was like, where's this going?
Look, you want a free trolling motor?
Yeah.
And they're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Just scan that QR code right there and enter to win." And I'm like, "Get your parents to do it too." And then they go get their mom and dad like, "Hey, we're going to enter this free trolling motor thing."
Yeah, right. I
That's
mean,
the only way I can get anybody to sign up.
did you give it away yet?
Yeah, we did.
We
we
drew
drew
somebody's
somebody's name, but they haven't. Like I emailed them, they didn't leave a phone number, So we emailed them and haven't responded yet.
I don't think he put
days.
in the thing to add a phone number, which
he
is
didn't?
probably our mistake. Yeah, probably
Yeah,
should have had a phone number in there.
Still,
Yeah.
it's still hard enough to get people to.
Well, what's
So-
going on with the auto boat? Why is there only one?
So, God, we've done so many conversations about Autoboat. We talk about Autoboat on the phone all day long. So the deal was we had a pre-sale for the newest smart head that just came out,
Yeah.
and it was we finished it in November,
Yep.
and we had 300 units coming by the end of January. Well, when they got here, they were all sold out. So literally, we packed them and shipped them out the same day. We got another 500 that are coming, but they won't be here till the end of March.
Dang.
Well, when we released that the first batch in January had came in and we shipped them all out, and we had another 500 coming in March, it was like just somebody turned on the phone lines and emails, and that's all we do all day
Really?
long is
It's all
auto boat
auto
questions. And when's it going to be here? And can I get it? Is there still any left? And by the way, if you're listening to this podcast, it is what's today? February 17th.
Yep.
All right, we still have about 200 left. But I will say this: if you want one by the end of March, you need to get it the pre-order soon because they're selling a lot faster than we expected.
Funny story. My wife said that I woke up screaming the other night. I don't know when it will be here in March. In my sleep.
No,
Yeah.
you said some people at the show didn't know what an auto boat was.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's popular, but it's only popular like if you've seen our YouTube channel before, or if you know
Yeah.
who Tiny Boat Nation is, because we're not running
Yeah.
like a bunch of ads and stuff on it.
That and I don't know. I think a lot of those guys up there were a lot of kayak guys, which is weird because that fits right into the kayak stuff too.
Yeah, it's perfect for a kayak.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, it's not widely known about yet. Like a lot of people just doesn't know it exists, and if they have seen it, they may not have been interested in it because it's 12 volt only, and a lot of people are looking for bigger and better. They want 24 and 36 volts. So
Yeah.
it's just it will eventually get there to where people know what it is. But for right now, it's still new.
Man, have you seen that that new power pole trolling motor, like the
Actual power pole trolling motor, yeah.
Yeah, but the one with like the 120-inch shaft. Have you
yeah,
seen
Those-
that one?
the
I haven't seen
massive
that.
one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
we saw
massive.
that. It was at that show down in was it Tampa? Yeah.
Probably. That's,
Tampa
that's where it's
show, yeah.
made. So isn't that where?
I thought that was a
Power Poles?
Minn Kota one though.
No. Power Pole just came out with one.
Oh,
I know
okay.
that. It's like a stainless steel shaft with like a carbon insert or something like that to stiffen it up. I mean, that's a long pole to. I think I'd probably have a lot of flex.
I
if they
haven't
didn't do
seen
that. I was John seen it last night. Did you also see that new power pole? They got a new thing going. I you know what? Scratch that. I don't know what it is. So they got something new.
Yeah.
Like you can watch like TV and apps or use all your apps on your phone.
What?
Yeah.
On
Dang,
the
I should have
screen.
came with something. I was gonna bring up the thing. I seen it last night on their TikTok.
This is on a trolling motor?
This is on their graph.
The
Like
graph?
it's like another graph you can put on the boat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can like screen share on
Stuff's
your
getting
phone.
crazy.
It is. Yeah. Oh, I think a camera mounts to it, like a power pole camera. Nah,
That's pretty cool.
yeah, you gotta check it out. It's pretty neat.
That's wild.
I probably won't have it, but
And that's
pretty
the
cool.
thing is like you really have to kind of keep up with technology these days because they always got something new and better, cooler
Well, it's
coming
turning
out.
into like freaking a new iPhone every year. Like
Yeah.
it really is. Yeah.
they're debuting new stuff every year.
I mean, I guess you have to stay in the game,
Yeah.
So, but
And
what's
I'm-
next?
I'm not really into all that stuff as
Yeah.
much as most people are because I just don't use it. But I was excited to see that we got a comment. Is the live lagging out for anyone, or is it just me? Yeah, the
We've had-
Wi-Fi's bad out here.
Terrible internet lately.
We'll get two hamsters on a wheel down the street running the internet.
Yeah, they're working hard though.
But no, what I was saying is that even though I'm not into all the live scope and stuff, I was super impressed to see the new Eagle Eye come out at the price point that it did. 'Cause
Yeah,
I was like, okay,
for
they're
real.
finally starting to get the what's the word I'm looking for? Like the
Affordability.
yeah, they're getting the
back into
affordability
the-
factor out, but they're making it easy for people to get into because if you
Mhm.
don't know anything about live scope, it's hard to find
Dude.
really good basic information.
We
And that
probably
thing comes
need-
with everything you
We
need.
probably need to get one of those. Like that falls right into the wheelhouse of our community.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
budget-minded
100%.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, because the 34 transducer was like $1,600.
Yeah.
16
the
set- what is it?
transducer alone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So $1,000 unit and I mean, I know you're missing some of the view, but it's not that much. I mean,
It's still
I would
better
try
than
it.
nothing, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
you
I thought about buying it for my John boat.
right.
Well,
So-
it's setting a new standard in the industry now. Now everybody else is going to be at their race to that bottom dollar now to try to get there. But it's a cool thing for somebody like me. If I ever wanted to get in the live scope, I would instantly want that because it's an all-in-one unit. I got to go piece stuff together and figure out what I need and what I don't need.
Yeah.
But it made the installation simplistic. It's literally you plug in one transducer, plug in your power cable, and that's it.
Yeah.
No, it
For
was a
people
whole black
getting into
box.
live scope for the first time, if you've never hooked up a Garmin before, it can be overwhelming.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I did it. I mean, we read the
stressing
instructions
out
a lot because we didn't know what the hell we were doing.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's just that's good to see the industry going that direction. You need to bend
Real
it down
quick.
swing.
Nope, I'm good.
What'd
screwed
y'all
up.
think of it?
Dude, I love that. That Frey Ranch is amazing.
I thought it was
yeah.
pretty good.
You know, it's a little higher proof than I normally like.
Yeah.
But
It's high
actually-
proof for me too, but it drinks.
I don't feel like I taste it at a 120 or whatever.
No. I would say let me try it again. And then the smell.
Oh, it smells so
Oh
good.
man.
So on the nose, I was getting a very sweet corn. Like it
Yeah.
just smelled like fresh corn. There was a little bit of a like a caramelly type sweetness, but there was a vanilla ice cream smell that was just it was very prevalent. Like I could
see
that was
that.
the first thing I smelled.
Yeah.
Taste wise, I get a lot of those same notes, but that sweet ice cream flavor is the one that pops out the most to me.
Yeah, that's what made me. This made my mouth water, like in between
Yeah,
sips.
It's literally
Like,
happening right now.
and that doesn't happen much to me
Yeah.
with bourbon. So
But I like that it doesn't drink at 121 proof. It feels
Mhm.
more like a kind of like a rare breed, like that 116,
Yeah.
117 range. It's not super high for me.
Dang, I almost said antique. That Weller 107?
Have I tried that
that's way spicier than that. Though.
Really?
I think, yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
I don't think the
It's-
rye stands out in this one as much.
No, I wouldn't.
This one tastes more
I'm
like
not a rye
liter,
guy,
but it's
but
very
this-
sweet.
Yeah.
I don't
Super
really like
sweet.
rye, but this is actually pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you're listening to this and you've never tried Frey Ranch, the first thing I would recommend that you do is go watch the Bruzel video that he did all about the distillery tour.
it's like a history thing of
It is.
Frey Ranch, and it's really good. It's a great video.
And they seem like a really good company.
Yes,
Like out of all the bourbon companies that I've watched so far, I mean they're all pretty traditional, but it's like they're doing stuff that's different, and they explain the whole process. There's really not any secrets to them, and that's a really good bourbon. Now I want to try the rest
I like
of their
him in
stuff.
that video because I feel like he's almost in a polite way saying like, "Come test me." Like
Yeah,
I'm growing my own stuff.
yep,
I'm harvesting it. I'm distilling it. Like I'm doing the whole 9 yards, putting it from literally the ground into the bottle.
yeah.
Like, and I'm not cutting any corners.
It's
You know?
really really good. I like
is
it.
It is really good.
I want to try their standard release bourbon now, but I really want to try their rye
Yeah, I bet their rye is
because if
phenomenal.
this is that good, I can't imagine how good their rye is.
Yeah.
So
Wait, this isn't a rye?
no, this is their bourbon.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this
I
is
thought
their. I don't know, what did you say? It's like their top tier bourbon.
He said this was their flagship or something like that, like their flagship bourbon.
No, he was
heck,
saying
that's
that
what
was the
I'm saying.
90 proof one.
I'm
Was
saying,
their
oh,
like their
okay.
base flagship bourbon. This is the
I don't
uncut,
know.
unfiltered, whatever you want to call it.
Straight from the barrel type thing, bottled
Yeah.
and bond, maybe. Or
No,
like
no, it's not a bottled and bond. It's hold on, it's their cask strength.
Okay,
Yeah, 4 slow grown grains.
it's their like winter blend too.
Yeah, so it's a winter wheat, winter rye.
Yeah,
66% dent corn and 12% two-row barley. So malted. Oh, we got our TikTok back. Okay.
Oh, you'll be at the Greenville show. Thank you. It's gonna be fun. Oh,
Yeah.
Festive Waters. Yeah, you'll be there.
Who is that?
Festive Waters.
Oh, yeah, they're the ones that bring all the kayak stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they bring a lot of kayak stuff. So, but
We were really busy this year, and I did not get to go walk around as much as I wanted to.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I did get to walk around a few times. The company that's out front that brings all the boats and stuff, they actually had bass boats this year.
Mhm.
Usually they
There you
just have the Sea Arcs and the Trackers, which I'm totally
Well-
okay with because I love Sea Arc boats.
Oh, Sea Arc boats are nice, and that's Marietta Marine that brings those.
That's who it is.
Oh.
Okay.
yeah.
Because I walked outside and I was like, oh, they brought bass boats. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was a Advantage Boat Center brought bass boats and Bass Pro Shop.
Okay.
Yeah, they brought some bass boats.
That was cool.
Yeah, good, different to see. And we're gonna have Ranger, Phoenix, and I may be wrong about this. But I think Bass Cat at the Greenville.
Really?
Nice.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Those bass cats are always cool to look at.
Yeah.
They really are. I don't know a whole lot of people with them.
I don't know if I could ever own one, but I like the way they look.
Yeah.
They look pretty cool.
Ryan, did you get to go look at the new 1860 trackers that were out there out front?
No, I didn't.
They had a couple of really nice ones. They got the one that's got the built-in pods on the back. It's got the real open layout. It looks like a duck boat, but it's huge, like it's massive.
Mm-mm.
And then they had another one that was kind of more rigged out for bass fishing or just kind of general fishing.
Right.
But they actually looked really good. I haven't seen them up close.
No, it was cold, man. I tried to stay inside.
It was really cold.
It was cold and it was pretty much a drizzle.
Yeah.
Saturday.
He wouldn't know because he was out fishing.
Oh, I would know.
Right.
I was
fishing
out
in the
it.
rain.
Yeah. Yeah.
All that for one
Right.
fish.
My buddy and his partner came up behind me during the tournament at probably 9:30, and his partner's in the ground, huddled up in a ball, wheeling back and forth, begging him to take him back to the truck.
Oh God.
'Cause it was so cold.
Yeah, it was pretty bad out there. I'm ready for spring.
Yeah,
I
me
am.
too. I'm over
ready.
all this. But what were you telling me the high for Thursday is?
Yeah, the high for Thursday is 38 degrees.
Mhm.
Low is 19.
Yeah.
Like, I'm over it.
Yeah, I was actually going to go to work that day, but then I seen that.
Mm.
We might try to go to work on Monday before the show.
It's too cold.
So
You can
I
have
feel
it.
like I haven't been to work like in a while doing docks.
Yeah.
Like I've been at work, but for New Outdoors.
Yeah,
not,
well,
not
you've
the
been-
docks.
People don't realize
Yeah.
how much work there is in putting together a show like that.
No, and it's more than just that. It's everything we do with that stuff. There's a lot of work to it.
Yeah.
And and I'm hoping one day that's my full-time job. So
Yeah. Be
whenever I
great.
go down to Florida, sell the dock company. That's the plan.
So I know you're gonna be busy with shows for the next year, but are you planning on doing any tournament fishing this year?
I will probably, yeah. I do love tournament fishing.
Well, I
I
know
mean,
you do.
there's nothing like it.
Yeah.
Sometimes
I love
like-
it.
whenever I'm out fishing, if I'm not in a tournament, I'm thinking like, well, kind of what's the point?
Right.
I need to be competing.
Right.
somewhere, I'm not that I'm really competitive, but the fact that I want to be out there doing that.
Oh, if you enjoy it, I
But,
mean,
yeah, I really
there's
do.
nothing wrong with that.
Well, it's being back at the ramp, talking to people, hanging out, just pulling up, just the excitement of pulling up and doing a blast off. It's just a lot of fun.
That's cool.
But also, saying that, like I didn't really go out fish that much unless I was in a tournament. But then when I started filming, I kind of got the same kind of excitement. Like I'm getting
Yeah.
something out of it. At the
Yeah.
end of the trip, you might catch a 5, 6. But not really me. I'm more like
Somebody did.
Yeah, somebody
Maybe
can
not
catch
you.
big fish. but
Ryan knows how
but
that
I feel like I'm
feels.
getting something out of it when I'm filming. So that's nice. Yeah, you know how it is. Hey, how big was that one fish you caught?
It's 3 pounds.
Oh, well, okay.
3 pound spotty.
Yeah,
You
that-
caught
that's
one big
pretty-
one. Like you won big fish on one tournament last year, didn't you?
A couple last year, yeah. I caught the 5 pounder this year
Oh, nice.
already. No big deal though.
It's almost
Five.
big enough to use as bait.
A 5 and 2 3s.
5. Hey, that's pretty good. I mean, a 5 pounder. I mean, that's not an everyday fish. Well, what
It's
lakes?
not.
What lakes you fishing?
That was Altoona.
Oh, really? Well,
Yeah.
that's definitely not.
Blockhouse.
So how's all Altoona doing nowadays? Is it still on the upswing or is it
Oh, yeah.
mellowed out?
Have you seen the weight to the tournament?
Mhm.
Well, yeah.
37 pounds, 2-day total is pretty
Dude,
good.
that's the second because there was a 12 pounder caught out there last year, the end of last year too, wasn't there?
yeah, spring of last
Spring
year.
of last year. That's
Mhm,
what it was. Yeah,
Almost 13 pounds.
almost 13.
So, and I've said this many times on different podcasts, but we had that one a 3-fish tournament. One of the tournaments we were putting on,
Yeah.
a guy came in with 3 fish at almost 18 pounds.
Holy smokes!
Yeah, 3 fish. So
Dang.
yeah, that was a big. Well, then so that guy, I don't remember his name right now, but I know it was like 1786 or 1789, 17 high 17s, right? It was, and he had like a 9.5 pounder. But then, Corey and Wayne, the guys that fish regular, like over Tuesday night and stuff, they fish our tournaments too. But they got a 15-pound bag, caught 3 5-pounders.
Wow,
Yeah, what the heck?
That's very good.
That's awesome. So,
They still doing the crappie tournaments up there?
we're not.
But I mean, is there still some going on?
No.
No. Okay.
When me and Kyle quit doing it, I mean, nobody was doing it beforehand anyway.
Yeah.
But, ATX, we were doing it, and it's so hard to get other species of fish a tournament for that.
Yeah.
It really
Yeah.
is. I mean, it's like
I could see it being like a one-off thing. Like,
Yeah.
hey, oh, all right, guys, today we're doing a brim tournament. You know, like
Yeah.
I think that,
But not like a trail.
not like a trail for
Yeah.
brim fishing. Yeah,
No. Well, and what these guys brought to me the other day about the brim fish, I usually call it the brim blast. You
Yeah.
know, we have the brim blast, but they want to do a 4-part series on Allatoona, like
okay.
possibly putting it at Blockhouse, putting it at Gatewood, putting it at
Oh.
Little River, but doing 4 small tournaments on the same lake. And you know, they're gonna call me. We're gonna talk about it. So,
Yeah,
but it's fun to do that. It's a kind of a laid back tournament.
Yeah.
And it's funny about the different tournaments too. The different vibes going on, like versus like a bass tournament versus like crappie or catfish. I haven't done those, but
I went to one this past summer, and it was eye opening
oh
because
really?
I've only ever been to bass fishing tournaments, and the catfish world is just totally different.
Really? Well, what was the most like? What stood out the most?
So when I got there, it was I went for Middle Georgia catfish anglers. They fish Jackson, Sinclair, Oconee. That's the lakes they fish. And when I got there, I was expecting, you know, typical bass tournament behavior where everybody's got their rods covered up. You know, nobody's talking to each other. They're all standing off in the corner, mean mugging each other. You know, they're very competitive. Nah. These dudes were sitting around a campfire drinking beer, and they were telling each other where they were going to be fishing at so they didn't run all over each other for the first couple of hours. Because you had some people that were going to anchor and some people were going to be dragging baits. So they didn't want to, you know, run all up on each other. So then they start talking about, you know, like the rules and stuff. And they only have really one major rule. You can only have so many rods out. You can fish with whatever you want. Everybody was fishing with the same thing. So it wasn't like a big secret.
Yeah.
But the one rule they have is you weigh in 3 fish. You have 5 minutes after you weigh in to get all 3 of your fish to swim off alive. If not, you're disqualified from the tournament.
Oh really?
There is no if and or buts about it. If your fish goes belly up or does not swim off within 5 minutes, you're done. You're out completely.
Oh wow! So you got to take care of your fish there.
Yes.
I mean, bass
And they're
tournaments,
very serious about it. Most
Yeah.
of those guys had ginormous live wells. There was even some that didn't have a built-in live well in their boat.
Mhm.
They were running like these 400 or 500 gallon stock tanks on their back decks, and they were running oxygen injection to try to
wow.
keep the fish alive.
Yeah.
It was wild. So that was like the big thing. The other thing I thought was pretty cool is that I'd never seen in a bass fishing tournament before is they talk to each other all night long. Like they're calling each other, talking smack. You know, they
So
pull.
this is at night.
There's no fit. Well, during the summer it's at night, but like early part of the year, like right now they do daytime tournaments.
Oh,
And then
okay.
once it gets warm, they switch over to night.
Oh, wow.
But there ain't no, you know, like, you know, bass fishing guys, you got people throwing lures at each other if you get more than 100 yards or 50 yards, whatever the rule is.
Yeah.
They were pulling up next to each other like, what up, bud? What you got? You know, it was just-
Yeah,
it was very
that's a
laid
different world,
back,
ain't it, Ryan?
very
Yeah,
chill.
yeah.
Everybody was super nice. It was a lot of fun.
if they're coming up that close in bass fishing tournament, they're about to cut your line.
Yeah. Either that or you're going to get
Yeah.
smacked in the face with
Yeah.
a treble hook.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean-
They were all super competitive, but they were, it was like a big group of friends that were hanging out fishing. There wasn't, you know, there wasn't any drama. Everybody was cool.
Yeah.
I love so this particular club, they do a hog pot where it's 45 pounds. Like somebody's got to catch a fish over 45 pounds to get the hog pot. And if you don't hit 45 pounds, it just rolls over to the next tournament. And it was several $1,000s when I was up there. I was like, somebody's going to win all this money.
That'd be cool.
It was very cool.
Yeah, it's actually kind of fun. They should do that in the bass tournaments.
That would almost make it even better. Like instead of everyone individually fishing for themselves, like you're fishing for that pot. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So like you got to have just say 10 pounds on the dot. If no one comes back with 10 pounds on the dot, that money rolls over to the next tournament.
Yeah. Or you even do it, cap it at something like they did, 45 pounds. It has to be over 45 pounds.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
And if more than one person brought in a fish that was over 45 pounds, it was just whoever was bigger.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So, but they were telling me some stories, you know, like last year they had one that rolled over like 4 or 5 tournaments because nobody caught one over 45 pounds, and they finally caught it. It was like, you know, $5,000 payout.
Jeez.
It was crazy. So
Man,
it was a different environment, and it was competitive, but without all the drama.
yeah.
And it was very cool to see.
That is pretty cool. I ran striper tournaments actually, like this hat I got on.
Oh, the
Allatoona
Striper Club.
Club. Yeah, we started that up, and it was a lot of fun. We had some meetings and had some people come over, and we had our first meeting. We had 98 people at that meeting at Mellow
Really?
Mushroom. Yeah, we rented the top of Mellow Mushroom, and God, it was loaded. It was like a huge fishing party, and it
Oh,
was
that's
so
cool.
much fun. And We did another one at Marietta Marine, and we had about 75 people at that one. Then it started dying off, and it's hard to find help. Like when I try to do all this stuff, and now Lexi helps me a lot, but usually I do all that stuff by myself, and it's hard to find people that everybody's like, oh, I help, but then when the like, hey, I need you.
Yeah, I need you to come help me actually do something.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're
Nowhere
going.
to be
So
found.
exactly.
Yeah,
but that group of people were a lot of fun. Also, they were easy to work with.
Yeah.
It was a catch photo release tournament, so that was kind of fun. And I bought 30 boards that I had made that were 45 inches.
Yeah.
But that was a lot of fun. A catch photo release. We posted it live on the Facebook, so you can see people. It was on the Altoona Striper Club group.
okay.
That way they can post it and kind of see.
Right.
Some people will sandbag, post it at the end, but like, oh yeah, he's not doing too good. Then all of a sudden, boom, 4 fish. And
Man.
But that was a lot of fun. I kind of miss doing that.
Yeah.
But one is coming up. A buddy of mine, Cy, he's going to be doing Extreme Stripers. What is the name of that? Altoona Bait Shack or Shad Shack, or what is it called now? It's been a couple names, but so Cy does it, but he's going to have a tournament on Altoona.
Okay.
So, yep. So it's going to be good.
I want to go up there and go catfishing this summer.
Yeah, come on.
I've never fished Altoona before, so
Really?
I've always been interested in it. I know I pass over it every time I go up North Georgia for anything, and I'm like, oh, there you go, fish there.
It's a pretty good lake.
It's just a haul for us because of traffic.
Oh yeah.
It's literally only
Up
like
here.
40 miles, but it takes 3 hours to get there because of
Like
traffic.
no joke, 3 hours.
Yeah. For real.
It takes
me
even
that long
longer
to
if you throw the drive shaft out of your truck on the way up there.
Oh my god. Yeah. Tell us about that. What happened?
Me and Caleb were on the way up Friday morning to the show to go get set up, and we got caught in some really bad traffic at the Altoona exit. And we pulled off because GPS was going to take us a back way, try to go around some of the traffic. And I guess one of my U-joints decided they wanted to go live with Jesus. It did an exit stage left, and so did my drive shaft right out in the middle of the road.
Oh my god.
You and Caleb went up and set everything up, and I sat on the side of the road twiddling my thumbs until y'all got back.
Yeah.
And then went to parts store and got me a new U-joint and got fixed up. And I didn't miss too much of the show. I made it there about 4.
No, yeah, you didn't miss too much.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
well, you on Friday?
Yeah, it was Friday afternoon. Or Friday, it was around noon when it happened.
Yeah.
Oh, we only missed an hour of the show.
Yeah.
So not too bad.
Yeah, not at all. So anything else you want to
Well,
talk
speaking
about
of
with
that, what time does the show start on the
Yeah, we'll
28th?
Yeah, so on the 28th, it opens up to the public at 12 to 7.
Okay.
So Saturday, 9 to 7, and Sunday, 9 to 5.
Okay. So Friday, noon to 7.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday, 9 to 5. Or Saturday, 9 to 7.
Yes,
And then Sunday, 9 to 5.
that's right. Yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
All right. I'll try to remember that 'cause we always forget.
Well, if you do forget,
Yep,
NewWayOutdoors.com. It
that's
has it all
what
right
we
there.
had to say.
Gotcha.
So we were talking Saturday night because you'd been at the tournament, and I was on my way back, and I was like, "What time we got to be there tomorrow morning?" He's like, "I don't know." I'm like, "Let me look on their website."
Well,
At least it's easy to find if you forget.
yeah, and the website's even easier now that we quit doing tournaments. I deleted all that on the website. the other
So
night.
you got more space to.
Yeah, so
put
now
it-
it's just
show
expo stuff. That's
Okay.
what, and I'm looking forward to just focusing on just your average Joe fisherman and try to help with that kind of stuff. And I'm looking forward to it.
I know you didn't do this in Cartersville, but is there going to be any seminars or anything at the one in South Carolina, Greenville?
Yeah. So you know what? It all depends on what Ken Sturdivant. He does all the seminar stuff.
Okay.
So he's going to give us a schedule of what he wants to do. And we'll get it posted if he's going to do something. Yeah. So he's the one that does all our seminars.
Okay, cool.
So
I know some people enjoy that stuff.
yeah, they do. And I wish we can get it to grow. I mean, I've thought about doing some stuff where we kind of, I don't want to copy nobody like
Yeah.
Some people do big seminars and have pros come in, but sometimes I'm like, it might be nice to have something like that in our area, and get a good group of guys to come up and teach some stuff on some local lakes. And
I don't even
it'll be a
think you
lot of
need
fun.
pros. I mean, good guides.
Yeah,
Anybody
good
that does
guides,
guide
yeah.
service or people that are frequent to that area, people that live there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The locals are going to know those people anyways.
Yeah, really, yeah. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to do that.
Yeah,
but
bait shop owners, the ones that actually sell all the stuff, they know what they know what to get you in.
So
Right.
we might play around with that, something like that later. So
That's a good idea.
yeah.
Anything else you want to touch on before we wrap this up?
Shoot, no, I'm good. I mean, really, I was I think I hit on everything I wanted to hit on.
Are you ready for the show?
Heck yeah, I'm ready.
I'll tell you what,
I'm
for
ready.
not having a topic, we did pretty dang good for
Yeah,
this
I know.
episode.
I know. I
Yeah.
just got to figure out what to title this thing now. 3 dudes talking.
Yeah, that's
3 dudes, 1 bottle.
Yeah, 3 dudes. One
Oh,
bottle.
God. Oh, man. Yeah, so I thought earlier this was a rye, but it was that other one you showed me. That was
Yeah, the
Because I was like,
ASW.
I can't tell this is a rye because it
Yeah,
was.
so me and him did a review on the rye and the bourbon.
Mhm.
That
We
was
did a
toasted
side by
from
side
AS. Yeah, we did a side by side. We both like the rye better.
Rye better, yeah.
Really, I didn't try it. I did try the toasted though. The
I'm not
regular
a huge
toasted.
rye fan, but that
Mm-mm.
one was good.
When Ryan likes rye, Ryan's Ryan.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Hmm.
But when he doesn't like the rye, Ryan is definitely not Ryan.
yeah. Well, next time I come up, remind me when you say, Carl, hey, come up and do a podcast or whatever. Say, bring some bourbon. I'll bring
Now,
some
are you
stuff.
still doing podcasts on your?
You know
on your
what?
social media stuff?
And it is so hard.
I know.
It is so hard, but I really would love to take this next year and just see what I can do with it.
Okay.
You know, see what I can do with the YouTube. You guys do great at that stuff. I don't. So I need to. I'm going to work on it really hard. Do the YouTube stuff. Do the podcast. Do some stuff with you guys with the podcast. So you got to get on mine, okay?
Yeah, we'll come up and do it
Yeah.
anytime.
And so I am going to try. I'm gonna get back at it. So because when we're consistent, but it's so hard, work gets in the way.
Yep, it does.
It really does. Work just work sucks.
We run into the same thing. I mean, we try to
Yeah.
do one every single week. Sometimes we have to sit down and do 2 in one night, so we
Yeah.
have it for a
Yeah.
couple of weeks. But
We try to backstack them sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we got busy the week before last because we knew we were getting ready for the show. We had a bunch of stuff here we had to take care of, and we went a week without one. Just had to. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah, and I would love to never miss one. I tell you, there's a group of guys that's around here that they're, you know, they do one every they do 2 a week actually. They do Tuesdays
Really?
and Thursdays. Yeah.
Oh,
So and they're consistent, and that's what it takes, you know.
yeah.
So,
Did we miss any comments on the Tiki Taki?
I don't know, but we should find
Probably.
out. Should we plan on doing the podcast up at the show? I mean, we're gonna be.
We can.
We're gonna have
as
the-
long as it's not going to interfere with
Oh, heck no,
anything.
let's
I don't
do
know
it,
if the thing is going to be is figuring out if do it before or after the show. And I know before people are not going to wake up any earlier than they have to, and
I'm
after
saying,
everybody's
I'm saying
like, ready to go.
after, like maybe we go to dinner and then come back and do the show or something.
Well, hey,
We
listen,
can.
there's something actually I forgot to tell y'all about
Okay.
Saturday at the show. There's actually a boxing match upstairs.
A boxing match?
last man standing's there.
No way.
Yeah, so y'all should get tickets and go with us.
Okay, we might do that.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Last man standing, so you need to check that out.
Okay.
But
Yeah. We'll
we-
think about that. And for anybody that's listening to a podcast either on Spotify or Google or Apple, if you want to shoot us an email or call us here at the shop and tell us whether you like the live thing or not, we'd love to hear. But if you're watching on YouTube, you don't have any excuse. You got a comment section right here below the video. Go
Just
leave us a
scroll
comment.
down a little
yeah,
bit,
just
gee.
scroll down. It takes you
Not
2
that hard.
seconds. You're probably texting somebody while you're in the middle of listening to this podcast, anyways.
Jaleisha will still be there.
Yeah, let us know if you want us to start doing lives, either with Facebook or Instagram or YouTube live, or however you want us to do it. So maybe we'll get some more interaction when we do the podcast live,
Yeah.
and then we'll record it at the same time so that we can have the audio version for people that just want to listen to it.
Yep.
So let us know about that. Thank you, Carl, for coming down. We appreciate it. We're looking
Oh,
forward
hey.
to the show.
yeah, me too. Thanks
Yeah.
for having me on.
Yeah. Anything else, Ryan?
No, just another shout out to Tiny Boat Nation for sponsoring this episode, and make sure to visit TBNation.net. And we look forward to seeing you guys at the show. If you do go, please say hey, stop by.
Yeah,
See
yeah.
what's up.
I'll have to post on Facebook and Instagram and stuff that we're going to be up
Yep.
there so people can come by and say hello. The duck boat will be there.
Yep.
That was a very popular thing at our booth this year that everybody wanted to see the duck boat.
Yeah.
We'll have that there. We'll have the light skiffs. The light skiffs will be on sale for the show too.
Mhm,
So if you want to get one, the show is the time to get one.
Yeah, for sure.
But you will have to tote it home with you.
Yeah, and good luck.
We're not shipping it. All right. Well, thanks everybody for listening. We'll catch you on the next one. Oh, what do we say at the end of every podcast? Do you know what we say at the end of every podcast? Do you even listen to our podcast? You are so lame. Fired. Fired.
You didn't even give him a chance to open his mouth.
Dang. Well, tell me what it is.
We said don't forget your drain plug.
Oh yeah, don't
This is
forget
the
your
Drain
plug.
Plug
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
Podcast.
drain plug
Yeah,
podcast.
makes
Don't
sense.
forget.
Don't
Have you ever
forget.
had a bad drain plug experience?
Yes, actually I have.
You have to share.
Okay,
and then
real
you can
fast.
say, then you can tell us.
So we was out fishing. We rented some campsites, and I was like, the campground hasn't opened yet. I was like, hey, let's go on the boat. Let's just check it out real fast. Park the boat at the dock, go back, and somehow the drain plug actually popped out, and the boat had about 6 inches of water in it. So it really did. And that was my story. That's the only bad drain plug story I got.
Oh, Magnolia, we just jumped in.
What's up?
Yeah, like an hour and a half too late. Thanks, guys. So we're glad you're here.
But that was the only bad drain plug story I got.
Okay, well, that's not too bad. At least you weren't like Mike and
Could
had to
be
shove a
worse.
bunch of Cincos in your drain plug hole because you forgot the drain plug.
Or when we were with Mike and Jesse and the John Yacht,
Oh, yeah.
and the drain plug went, or no, he had a leak, and the bilge pump wasn't working.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
No, that
That's
was
miserable.
not fun. Yeah.
All right, well, now what you know what to say, you can close our podcast out.
What was it? Don't forget your drain plug.
Thanks, guys.